Can we beat Elite Phase using only water-based monkeys? Well, the water-based towers in BT6 are actually only two. It's the subs and the Buccaneers. So, you know, that's not exactly going to be... We don't exactly have that much choice, but with the addition of the new sub Paragon plus the Buccaneer Paragon that we used to have, I feel like this might be a really fun challenge. So I'm really excited about this round. I'm not even sure if this is possible. We are going to be using a combination of first strike subs, and then maybe we can get some combos going. We can maybe get some extra attack speed. I was kind of thinking about what we want to do about the first two tiers, and I feel like unless you do the first strike, I'm not even sure that doing it just like the DPS way is gonna work in the first place. But we're gonna try some different things so that we save a lot of money. And yeah, I'm really excited for this thing. So I'm gonna see you guys in a second, because the farming is really just going to be me buying bomb pad Buccaneers, and that's about it. So I'll see you guys in a while. Okay guys, so we are on round 37. I know it's been a while, but there's really nothing happening. I was just buying these merchantmen. They're all 003. I haven't even bought like a grape shot on one. I think maybe, okay, actually I might have bought them on one. And which one was, oh, it was this guy. Yeah, because I think he's in the best spot. But I've been kind of concentrating all of these Buccaneers towards the backline, because as phase moves the spawn point of these balloons, the backline is always going to need to get defended. So that's why I kind of have them all concentrated like this. And then I'm eventually going to get a village, which is going to be a monkey city village, to increase the amount of money that these guys make. I'm going to buy one first strike for sure, but I'm going to wait for round 40 to start actually, so that if we need to restart, we have all the money left. So we're at 12,500. We barely don't have the money for this thing, but round 40 is short one, so we're gonna get the money in a second. So as soon as these ceramics pop, yeah, there we go. And maybe, you know what, I'm just gonna get the intel, because why not? So let's see how much damage a first strike ability does, and how this whole thing is gonna work. I don't feel like one is gonna be enough. Okay, so here comes the second ability, and oh, I used the ban ability, but so this is kind of the problem, because once you pog the skull, the damage doesn't go through, and so you're gonna need one ability for the shield and then one ability for the skull. So that is why I kind of thought that one of them is not gonna be enough. So let me just buy a second one, and here's where I'm second guessing myself. So would it have been cheaper if I just went for something like a sub commander? Like, is the sub commander gonna be enough to deal with this whole thing? So let's, I don't know, I mean, we're kind of committed to this first strikes anyway, so let me just keep using the abilities, and I really do hope that these abilities come off cooldown on time. Honestly, having two first strikes just sounded good, it looks like, because we need to pop one more skull, and I don't think that this is happening. So I'm gonna restart around 40, and we're gonna try something else. Here we do a combination of the sub commander and a first strike. Now that is super expensive. I feel like that might work, but come on guys, that's a lot of money. I'm not sure, you know, what that means for the future of this run. That's my question. So let's just kind of sell these guys. Let's just get this thing going. We're gonna destroy our farming, but it is what it is. So let's get this thing going. Let's just remove this thing. The sub is on strong, but it can't see the boss. So let's go like this. Actually, you know what? Let's get one more 203 sub, and I'm going to set all these guys on strong, and I hope that this is gonna be enough. So the damage that these guys are dishing out is actually really good. It's just the question is it going to be enough? Because after this one, we have two more skulls left, so I need these guys to pick up steam right now. I mean, maybe we can speed things up with Ben's level 3 ability, but I'm kind of... No, we actually can't, because it's the 4 closest monkeys, so actually all these Buccaneers are the ones that are going to get the extra... the extra damage. No, come on, dude. I need you guys to work a little bit faster, and I also need to buy a favorite trades boat, because as soon as this thing gets done, we need to sell and get as much money back from these guys, because we destroyed our farming. But if these guys hurry it up a little bit, let's get the favorite trades boat. It's 40. Oh my, it's 48. Please don't have 49 star like this. This is way too close for 49. Is it gonna... Oh my god, it started actually, but it's gonna move back, I think. Yeah, so let's hit continue, and let's watch. Yep, it's gonna move back 100%. Okay, that's great. So let's turn off auto start. Let's finish this round, and then let's you know what, maybe we can start selling things now. So let's sell that thing. Let's get the trade empire like this towards the back, and we got the tier 1, boys. I did not expect that to happen like that, but you know what, I'm gonna take it. Okay, so this is the result of basically me placing, it's over 20 merchantmen like easily, and I also made sure to have some of them under this discount village. And so what I'm gathering is that we're making about, let me just see, we have about 12k now, so when this thing pops, yeah, it's about 10k that we're making per round. So I was thinking of defending this by using first strikes only, and then maybe we can get like, how many can we can get like 5, I think. Okay, so I actually played through this tier 2 once, and I'm only going to show you guys this thing because I feel like this is going to be the attempt that's going to be successful most likely. So what I did was I did the same thing. I bought a couple of first strikes, but the problem that I had was I was not exactly consistent in buying them, and I should have bought a lot of them a little bit earlier. So let's see if this is going to be enough. I feel like how many do I have? I have 6, I think. Yeah, I have 6. Let's buy 7 of these guys, and then after we buy the 7th one, and you want to be careful because while phase is traveling, while it's in this exact phase, the rockets cannot do anything to it. So you have to be really careful. And let me also not forget to farm. So I had to destroy my farming again. I had a lot of merchantmen bought, but I had to sell so that I can basically get this defense going. So let's just watch what is happening. I feel like we might have this one. I know it's kind of close, but I feel like we might have this one. So that's gonna be 2 more skulls left. I just keep using these abilities, and yeah, we have 7 first strikes. So I don't know, guys. If 7 is not enough, then I guess nothing is. So let's just time the abilities so that the AoE does a little bit of damage to these small balloons. So we're gonna have the last one. And I feel like as soon as these BFBs go beneath phase, I'm gonna use it. So like that. And oh no, that's a lot of leftovers. I'm gonna use the first strike. No way that just happened. Okay, so let's just make sure that thing doesn't happen again. So I'm gonna use the ability, and now I'm gonna use Ben's siphon funding, which I hope is gonna be enough. Yeah, there we go. So we turned those yes, exactly, we turned those BFBs into mobs, and that's why they were, yes, and that allowed us to one-shot them with the first strike ability. And there goes the tier 2. Wow, this has been this is a really exhausting run, guys. I'm gonna be honest, but we're still in it. So I guess I'm just gonna keep farming, and I'm gonna see you guys in a second. Okay, so it's round 79, and I'm gonna go the first strike route again. I was kind of thinking of getting a Paragon, but the sub Paragon is way too expensive. It's 400,000 just for the upgrade. Even though it's like the 3rd cheapest, it's still a lot of money. So I was thinking maybe I do the first strike and I buy a bunch of subs, but I also get the Energizer, which this thing gets all of these first strike cooldowns literally in half. So that might be a little bit more useful than last. Let me just check. Yeah, all the start is off, so this is gonna be very important. As soon as this BFB pops, I'm gonna buy the last first strike that we can. Oh, actually, we can afford one more. And I think, am I gonna be buying first strikes during this whole thing? I don't know. So this one is gonna have a lot of HP, and my question is if this is gonna be enough. So look at, oh no, that's. We're gonna need a lot more missiles. No, this is not gonna be enough. There's something really fun about using first strike missiles like this, but it's also something really not fun knowing that you're probably gonna lose doing this. But we're still gonna give it a shot, guys. So let me just keep buying these subs. Let me just check the range on this thing. So is this gonna be, no, this not a spawn like that. Let me just use these guys, but let's not use all of them. So it's only 2. Now it's gonna do its thing, and now we bombard it, and that was 10 missiles that only brought it to like half. That's even the shield HP, it went to like half. And there we go. And you know what, it's more than halfway there, so I really hope that this is enough. That's pretty much where we're standing. I can buy one more. This is gonna be the last one, and I'm just using these guys, and I hope that this is enough, guys. I really do, because there's nothing else that we can do, right? Am I missing something? I mean, maybe like a Cope sub commander or a Cope carrier flagship, but that's not gonna do anything. No, it was ridiculous. Let me just hit review map. It was ridiculously close. I don't think you can see it like this, but where the spawn point was. But it seems like a bunch of first strikes is not going to cut it, so we have to think about something else. Okay, so I'm restarting this, and here's the plan. I'm going to keep a bunch of these first strikes because I do want to end these rounds a little bit faster, and I feel like the AoE from the first strikes is going to help us do that. And then I'm going to let these guys produce money up to round 82. So as soon as round 82 starts, I'm going to start selling all of these boats basically, but I do want to upgrade a couple of them to the favorite trade so that we get some extra sellbacks. So maybe like one there, maybe like one here. I need to use the first strikes as well, so we end this round a little bit faster. And as soon as 82 starts, I'm going to use the siphon funding as well. And as soon as 82 starts, I also need to upgrade this thing to the sub commander, so let's not forget to do that. So I think it's going to start now. So let's go, sub commander, and I'll start selling these boats like as fast as possible. We need 400,000, and we're getting like $2,000 per sell. So let's just speed things up a little bit. I think I might have sold a favorite chase boat right there. So let's just focus on these merchantmen first, and also maybe get like one of these guys here so we can get a lot of sellback value. Yes, on these first strike subs. 367. Oh my god, is the money gonna be enough even? I'm selling the villages as well. I don't care. Let's just sell the villages. Sell this guy as well. This village. I see a merchantman there, and I see the trade empire, but I don't want to sell it. No, I think he has to go. Yep, the trade empire has to go. So let's use the ability, and let's upgrade it. So round 82, we managed it. And this is, oh, it has no vision. Oh my god, it has no vision. So I just give it vision with this, with a 002 Buccaneer, which is going to turn into a merchantman eventually. But now it's just a question of, is this going to be enough? So if the spawn point doesn't get moved too much, then I think that we actually have this. We also have the siphon ability, so I'm going to use the siphon when the spawn point gets moved a little bit, so we can maybe reduce some of these balloons and don't lose. This is ridiculously close. So one more skull left, and as soon as the spawn point gets moved one more time, like now, I think, yeah, I'm just going to use the siphon ability now. and I'm really hoping for the best. So this needs to survive, basically. If this isn't enough, I think it is. Yep, I think it is. It is absolutely enough. And there we go. That's a tier 3. That's ridiculous. And just to show you guys, this is about what 300 and how much was it? $60,000-$70,000 buys you in boats. So over the next like 14 rounds, I'm just going to be buying up a lot more boats, and I'm just going to be upgrading these guys. So I'm going to see you guys in a second. Okay, so a similar situation like before, but we have a bunch more boats now, and I also bought small subs so we can use their upgrades. So what I want to do is I want to let these guys make money for one more round. This is round 100, and as soon as this round ends, I'm going to start selling a bunch of boats. Have to go a little bit faster than this, I feel like. So let's, I think 102 started. Okay, so let's just not, I sold another sub, which is one of those upgrade subs, but that's completely fine. I mean, I'm just going as fast as possible, guys. You can't even click that well because you get so many of these boats and the game starts lagging. And also when they all make money, it kind of does a flash thingy, and that kind of lags a little bit, but there we go, 400k. So yeah, this is gonna be about it. That's a degree 21, and I really hope that 21 is gonna be enough. I'm gonna set it to strong. We do have vision for it, and now the only thing remaining is for us to just pray that this is enough damage. Honestly, I don't even want to let this one fail. So I think if I see that this thing is gonna get close, I'm probably gonna use a power or something like that, because this has already been an excruciating run. I mean, it's kind of close. It's reminding me a little bit of the tier 3, with the exception that we had a little bit more damage, I feel like, when the tier 3 was out. So I feel like the spawn point is gonna get moved to a very unfavorable spawn when we get to the last skull. How do we want to do this? I mean, maybe like an energizer, and then I'm gonna use the ability, and then nothing is, yeah, that's a problem. Like, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a time stop, and I'm gonna launch the ability, and I really hope that this carries us. I'm gonna use another one just because I know how much one lasts, and I really hope, I mean, this is just before the exit, 1 second remaining. Is that gonna be enough? I mean, there's some DPS going, I don't know, it's on first. That's ridiculous. Come on, we actually got this thing with the radioactive DPS. That is just, I don't even know, guys. I don't even know what's happening at this point. Is the tier 5 even going to be possible? Because I do want to, are we keeping this one? I guess we are, right? I mean, I guess we're keeping the sub, and then we're just going to buy a bunch more boats and hope for the best, I guess. But that's going to be about it. So I'm going to see you guys at the tier 5. Okay, and this is where we stand. I'm going to buy the Navarch right now. We don't have any money to put into it. I'm going to put like $6,000. And that was at degree 53, I think. Yeah, there we go. So 53 is probably not going to be enough. I'm going to be honest. This is not going to beat the boss, guys. 21 sub and 53 Navarch. It's not going to be enough, but you know what? We had fun with this thing. We had a lot of fun. I might even, you know what? I might even start using like a couple of, I should probably give this thing vision, by the way, the sub Paragon. But I might even use like a time stop just to kind of make sure that we win this thing, because I do not want to be restarting and doing all over again everything that I just did. Okay, so at least now the boss is in a better spot in which the Buccaneer can attack with these guns on its side. So maybe, you know what? It's still not looking good. I mean, there are a lot of skulls left, I'm going to be honest. So I think it's time for me to just keep dropping a little bit more time stops. And I'm going to see you guys before this thing pops. I mean, this is quite literally as close as it gets, and we do take it down with the help of a bunch of time stops, because the way that they work is they don't slow down the Paragons, but they do slow down the bosses. So, yeah, but come on, guys. This was, I'm going to be honest, this was not as I expected it to go. I felt like maybe I could have farmed a little bit more, but this is just, when you're limiting yourself to 2 towers, it seems like it's not as easy as it would sound. Even though it was fun doing this, there's no way I'm doing this again. So that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and that was a pretty ridiculous boss run, but yeah, I had fun doing this all in all. And thank you guys so much for watching the video. I will see you all in the next one.